Hello, welcome back to Kim Designs, and today we are going to be doing the border and the hardware button placement / the loop for the button. So, I've already started the border. I connected it with a single crochet, and then I single crocheted all the way along the edge, and then I added my hardware, which I added into 4 single crochets and then 1 single crochet right at the edge of the lid or the top cover, whatever you want to call it. And then single crocheted along the edge here, and then where these corner ones are, I skipped that one and I chained 6 and then I connected it on the other side. And how I checked it is I took my button and I just tried to see if I could push my button through, and it pushes through, so I know it'll work fine. And I'll probably do 2 rounds for my border, and I will show you this here. Like I said, I'm just single crocheting around, and I'm just using one of the colors that were in my square. So it all matches. Same thing with the strap. I am using just some leftover yarn from, actually I think it's this one right here, this outside border, the one that changes colors. That's what I'm using for the strap. So just single crocheting, and once I get to the corner I will show you how to attach your hardware. So my yarn here. And I apologize, it's a little dark lately because I broke my lamp that I had that shined from overhead. So I'm having to do with a couple other lights until I can figure out what I want to do. Okay. Just a couple more. And like I said, I'm doing just 1 on the top cover here, the flap. So I'm going to do this one. And I want to do this one right here. So all I'm doing is holding it like this here. I'm going through it and into my stitch, pulling it through like I would a single crochet, and then just single crocheting. And that's fine if this spins. It's not a big deal. It will straighten out. And then, oops, I want to go through on this side, and it'll look like there's a big gap, but there's not. It'll pull together. Once again, through there, pull, 2, 3, and 1 more. Okay, so there I have mine on now, and then I'll just continue to single crochet around. And then also when I'm getting to this, I am crocheting these 2 in the same loop. So it's together. I wanted to pull it tight a little bit. So I'll show you when I start my next round how I'm doing that to keep it kind of tight and close together. And I am not putting a liner in this purse. I think it's got tight enough stitches that my stuff will not fall out. But if you'd like to put a liner, that's up to you. Okay. And like I said, it's just single crochet. And I'm using just some leftover yarn. This is purple that I'm using right now, and that is from Premier Yarn, and I got it from the Dollar Tree. I think it's called Royal Purple is the color. The rest of them, I cannot remember what the colors were called. I just know this one is because I got it fairly recently. Let me adjust this light here a little bit. And I'm getting low on this yarn, but I'm going to finish this out and then I'll just connect a new color when I get to it. So I'm almost to this start of my border here. That's fine. I'll just sew that, stitch that, string right into it. Okay, and now I want to skip this first one here and go to this one, and that will also help pull it closed. And you see I didn't chain or anything like that. I just did right into my single crochet, just like you're working in a spiral. Turn this purse here. Oops, I don't want to lose my button, so I'm going to put that aside. And when sewing on a button, you want to make sure whatever needle you're using and yarn you're using will fit through the holes of your button. If you have to use a smaller needle and different thread, that's fine. That's what I did with my little purse. You'll just want to make sure it is sewed on well enough that it's not going to come off. Okay, and I'm just going to show you up till I get to this hardware here. Because the hardware here should be fine in the purse. It shouldn't move around or anything like that. And especially with this next row, it shouldn't be another problem or anything like that. Okay. Now I'm back to my start of my hardware, and I'm just going to go right into it like it's not even there. Just like that. And just working all the way around. So then when this closes here, those will just overlap and be fine, and this will just be right there. And then you'll have your strap that will hook on here like that, just like that. And that, it might pull or turn sideways, but that is fine. It's not going to come off. And I've got professional purses that are the same way. But when you want to put your button, pull your flap down exactly where you want your button to be. And then place your button. So I want my button about here. So I can see that it's got my yellow through here. So I know I'm going to want it right about here. And then, let's see, where is my yarn needle? So I have this yarn needle, and it goes through on its own fine. But like I said, you'll want to try it with yarn just to be sure. Because you'll want to go through it a few times. So you want it to slide through fairly easy. So I'm just going to test it out. Yep, and it works perfect. So that shouldn't be a problem when sewing on the button. And I can do that right now in this video, since I have my yarn and I know where I want to place it and everything like that. So I just cut a little string here, and I'm going to double this up, and I'm going to come from my inside and go through, leave a little bit here, and then I want to go opposite, into the opposite corner here, and pull, and then I want to go in this top on this side, pull, and then opposite. And now that I've went through it all once, I'll take this, the end of it here, and I'm just going to go ahead and tie it right now, tight, and then I will go through it one more time. And you can see I'm just doing like an X pattern and pulling tight after each one. Okay, and then I want to tie it again to be sure. This string right here is from my sewing the squares together. I just haven't fixed it yet. So that is pretty sturdy. It's not going to go anywhere. So what I want to do now is I want to just cut this yarn off my needle, flip it, and then I'll just tie it a couple more knots just to be safe. And then I'll just weave in these ends along probably this edge here. But there is, let's tuck these in for now. And there is my button. And then when I do the next, when I get to my next row here, I'm just going to want to single crochet along this, just to make this a little thicker right here, so it doesn't stretch and get torn or anything like that. But there you go. There is adding the border and your hardware right into your border. Makes it sturdy and it's not going anywhere. And you can add as many rows as you want for your border. That all depends on you. You could do once around. I would suggest doing 2 around. I might not have enough, so I will switch to some of the other color that I used, which I have this blue or the pink, or I have a little bit of this color left. So just, you know, do as much as you want for a border. Like I said, it's up to you. And you just want to make sure whatever button you use does fit through the loop. Okay, and that's it. So the next video I will show you how to start this strap, and then I will also show how to put on your hardware. I will take this off just so I can show you how to put it on, because it's a little confusing. I had to watch a few videos on how it's done, and then it's still a little confusing because you have yarn and it's super thick, but it'll make it sturdier. But okay, so that is it for this video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below, and I will get back with you as soon as possible. And don't forget to share this video. And if you'd like to be notified when my videos come out, which is every Wednesday, you can push the little bell next to the subscribe button, and you'll be notified when my videos come out. And that is it for this video. So have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!